I want to talk a little bit about some of the things that I wish I could go back in time and tell my younger self. Now, the way you can use this for yourself is take what I'm saying with a great deal of appreciation, because I weathered a lot of storms financially and personally to get to what I know now. And you may be a very young person or an older person just now getting involved in the markets. You're going to have the same growing pains that everyone else has. And some of these things are going to be things you probably read in books, heard other people talk about, but I'm going to give you my personal spin on some of them and how it applied to me. So it's kind of like a little bit of a little history book of what I was plagued with in my first 6 years. The first 6 years of my trading development is plagued with everything you could have possibly done wrong. And I want to kind of like use this discussion to kind of like go through some of the major hurdles that I had. And again, since I have children, adult children now, they can hopefully listen to this and mine the experience portion of it. Because a lot of the things that I've put on my YouTube channel and I've taught over the years, it's heavily technical. There's a lot of things that are going on in the chart, and I am always accused of being long-winded. And again, if you're not into really understanding what is most likely going to plague you, and if you just want to go through it yourself and have all that experience, have at it and don't even listen to this video. And there's no harm in you not listening to this part. You could really just say, okay, I'm just going to wait to part 2, but it's meant to be a resource for you to glean experience from without having to go through the suffering portion of it. So if I were to go back in time and I could sit at a table and talk to my younger self, what would I tell him or me where to focus? What should I, as a younger person, focus on in my development as a trader? First thing, don't seek the approval from others. Right away, that's the number one characteristic of a successful trader. Now, you might not agree with the things I'm going to say in this episode. I'm just speaking from my own personal walk and the things that I had to endure. When I first started, the first people that I looked to get approval with was my family. And I love my family, both my immediate and extended family, but none of them shared in my excitement. They gave me all the reasons why it was a poor decision. It was a bad idea to get involved in it. I'm going to just lose money and just accept working for the rest of your life. And that was simply not in the cards for me. I just didn't want to do that. So you don't want to seek approval from your family, because they're not going to understand what you're trying to do. They're going to give you all of the heartfelt reasons why they're going to try to protect you from yourself when they don't really understand what it is that you're trying to do or learn. Don't seek the approval of your friends. Number one, your friends are only going to be interested once you start making money. When they start seeing the changes in your life, then and only then will your friends be on board with it. Your friends, much like your family, really don't feel comfortable with you being successful, because if you tell them what you're going to do, then you get to the point where you succeed at it, you act like a mirror for them, and they will always look to you as a reminder of what they failed to pursue in their own life. So again, don't try to seek the approval of others. Family first and friends, because it doesn't work out. Third, don't go to work and tell your coworkers that you're going to be quitting your job soon. I made all those errors, okay, and many times I've shared the low income, high hour, heavy workload job that I was doing as a young man when I was beginning this journey. And I just don't think that it's a good practice for anyone to go to work and tell their coworkers. Number one, they're going to be giving you, again, all the worst feedback you're ever going to hear. Yeah, right, you'll be here with me the rest of your life. You're going to retire from here. All those things, okay? So when you get this feedback from your coworkers, you're going to hate going to work even more, because you might have liked going to work to some degree and hanging out with the people you work with, talking about sports, talking about movies, talking about the opposite sex. All these things that you had a common, I guess, agreement on or an interest in will start having a great divide, because you're going to look at them as a source of annoyance, and they're just going to look at you as you're pipe dreaming, and you're not going to get to where you're going, and it's going to be fun for them to watch you fail. And you don't want to have someone constantly, poking you every day. Looks like you're still here. I guess I'll see you to work tomorrow. And those types of things is what I had to endure. So don't tell your coworkers what you're going to be doing.